He thought he could win by military means.
But as Marshall continued his fruitless efforts at mediation, the Communists allowed American reporters access to Yan'an, their headquarters in the remote Northwest. Zhou Enlai helped get permission for John Roderick to go.
Zhou Enlai was instrumental in this. So a month after I'd become a foreign correspondent, I had this plum assignment, which was to go to Yan'an and meet the Chinese communists.
Between late 1945 and early 1947, John Roderick spent 7 months in Yan'an, in almost daily contact with Mao and other communist leaders.
I saw Mao practically every day during that time. You met in the small downtown area, or you went for dinners or dances or things of that sort. He was a type of person, there was an inner strength in him, a stubbornness, a kind of a superior intelligence about him. During our conversation, he talked about many things, about the Marshall Mission, about the future of China and things like that, and so on and so on.
And Mao signaled to Roderick a desire for good relations with the United States.
Later he asked me, would somebody like Montgomery Ward or Sears be willing to come to China to start a mail order business? Because he said China was so big and the communication is so bad, that would be one wonderful thing.
When he interviewed Mao Zedong, Mao Zedong was eager to come to an understanding with the United States. It was able to make an arrangement whereby his dispatches were transmitted on the communist radio and picked up by the AP Monitor in San Francisco. There was so much anti-communist feeling in the United States, and that this interview did not get the attention that it deserved.
Also in Yan'an at that point was Sidney Rittenberg, a young American trained in Chinese by the U.S. Army, working, like Roy Rowan, for the UN Relief Agency. But the left-wing Rittenberg supported the communists and was often asked to translate for Mao and other top officials.
They were very open to Americans at that point. They were open to conversations. I think the main thing was the point that they were making at the time to all and sundry was the legitimacy of their regime. They had at the time, they had areas around 180 million population in China, scattered areas, mainly in North China.
But the nationalists still controlled the cities where most American reporters were based. Rutherford Pote spent